So nobody likes the new skate game, huh? It seems like there's almost no positive feedback from the skate playtest recently. All I see is complaints about the graphics, how small or different the map is, how goofy looking skaters look, uh, the absolute fear of microtransactions and a potential skate pass, which is their version of a battle pass. People are overlooking that the game developers previously stated that they want to make the game playable on mobile devices. So it's gonna have this ashy look to it, especially in an alpha, where you'll notice texture poppins from skating around the map. But personally, in my own experience, it didn't affect me as much since I was focused on whatever tricks or challenge I was trying to complete. Uh, I mean, the new game, the upcoming skate game, it brings in a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but it brings in new mechanics while not having other tricks like dark flip. It's like the main one I can think of, where you would do either like a kick flip or a heel flip and hold the board upside down before flipping the board back to normal. Like that's the one move that I couldn't do in the game. I mean, there's other mechanics, like better off and on board movement, so you can backflip on or off your board. So if you're grinding, you can do a backflip and land right back on your board in the middle of a grind. If you're off your board, you can kind of just run freely and just do a backflip, do a front flip while just running without your board. Especially the parkour mechanics, if that's what you would want to consider them. You can like climb stuff, like buildings, objects. You can clamber, you can shimmy, you can do a lot more that you couldn't do in any other skate game in the series, or really any other skate game in general. Uh, a lot of skateboarding games, it's like you're locked down to just skateboarding, and that's it. You can get off your board and run around, but then you're just getting back on your board. In the playtest, this upcoming skate game, you can get off your board, you can leave your board, you can climb an entire building, you can look at a building in a distance, and most times out of 10, there's a way to climb that building and get up there. And when you get to the top of these buildings, most times there's it's a skate spot. Either there's a pool, there's a ramp that goes to a whole different building rooftop. So you're essentially jumping between rooftops of these buildings once you get up to one of them or the main one. Not to mention, I don't want to run past it, but the object dropper, where you can drop in rails, ramps, barricades, whatever. You can drop in ramps in previous skate games. But this time around, I feel like it's a lot more easier and beneficial to dropping in objects because you can drop them nearly anywhere. Okay, you can see other people's drop items that are in the server in the world with you. You can even drop objects during a challenge. I can remember times where I had to land a certain trick and I couldn't get enough speed or boost. So what I did was drop a kicker ramp so I can get enough air to at least perform the trick. And it doesn't look perfect. It does not look perfect, but it allowed me to complete the challenge because of that extra element, that extra mechanic that other games do not have. But going back on climbing buildings and objects, I can remember going to the edge of the map in the playtest, right? It's a bridge, it's under construction, as if it's maybe connecting to another map, potentially. Potentially, okay? But there was this red crane, and I thought to myself, it would be cool if I can climb this crane, which I did. I can't provide the footage, not even supposed to discuss it, but to give you a better idea of what the new skate brings after a 15-year hiatus, I mean, you can run up walls, clamber up walls, you can climb ledges. Essentially, you're parkouring like Assassin's Creed. You can wall run like Prince of Persia or Titanfall. You can do a back or front flip off your board like I mentioned while grinding, land back on your board. You can free fall and then caveman going like 50 miles per hour like just in thin air and just pull your board out of nowhere and try to land on your board. You can do that in this game. It feels like they wanted to give the player more freedom of movement, which when compared to Skate 3, 2, and 1, the movement to me always seemed clunky, and this time around it feels a lot more responsive, in my opinion. The main thing about the upcoming Skate game is that EA wants it to be live service. This means it's a free-to-play game. You can play for free. No buy-in to play the game. But if you want cosmetics, the premium stuff, of course, like any other free-to-play live service game, yes, you will have to purchase bundles or skater passes with real money. You don't just unlock premium currency from playing the game. That's always been a thing for a lot of free-to-play games. Some games, I can't name any off rip, but I'm sure there's some games where if you do certain quests or challenges, you do get a little bit. They give you crumbs of premium currency. The game doesn't ask for card info. During the playtest, they weren't throwing bundles in my face neither. Like, I did my own research in the matter and found out that any premium currency you spent during the playtest will be refunded to the account. Meaning that when the game releases for everyone to play, that premium currency will still be on your account, just not the clothes or cosmetics you spent them on. So basically, you'll be able to spend the premium currency on bundles and other things once the game fully launches, which they said they're targeting an end of summer release. Hopefully without delays and a smooth release, it should be out before October. Fingers crossed. So as you can see in the footage here, I went back to play Skate 3 a little bit since the playtest for the new Skate game is down. It's undergoing maintenance. I'm not the biggest fan of Skate. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do prefer it over other skateboarding games like Session, Skater XL, or even Pro Skater. I know they just dropped 3 and 4. I'll get into that. But Skate has always had a more grounded, realistic feeling to it, with real skateboarders in believable environments, and like head-turning skate spots that makes you want to trick around for a bit. Graphically, the Skate game seemed to have actual clothing that was centered around skate culture. So comparing that to the upcoming Skate game, I can see why people feel concerned. I gotta admit, I've seen a lot of crop top wearing skateboarders. A lot of crop tops and a lot of just not really skate worthy clothing, but I mean, to each their own. I even skated around in Skate 3 looking for a security guard to chase me. I only managed to piss off a NPC and get him to rush me. In the upcoming Skate game, I can recall in a cutscene during the intro of the playtest, you'll see a corporate suit, I'll call them, throwing a fit at skaters like, "Oh, you skateboarders and get off our you know." It was like one of those NPCs just like with his fist up. Ah. But the guy looked like a skater, just in a business casual suit and a funny mustache. I do recall in one of their older Skate games, security would actually pursue you in certain areas you were not meant to be. But NPCs and their clones, I say clones because, I mean, they probably only have like 10, if that, NPCs that they've crafted to be in the world. So you'll see NPCs and their clones was still walking the way at times, even in the playtest, the new upcoming Skate, just like the previous Skate titles. while the entire map is filled with 100 plus real players that you can spectate and teleport to at any time, regardless of what they are doing, which is pretty cool. Ultimately, I feel like shitting on the graphics of a playtest alpha of a skate game that is meant to bring skate fans together after 15 years, okay? It isn't pointless to shit on the graphics because the devs can apply some fixes before release, maybe. But to knock it off because of certain terminology being used, like oh, it has microtransactions, it's gonna have a skate pass, it's live service, it's honestly dumb in my opinion, because we live in a time where that's been normalized. Normalized? Yes, normalized. So many games are live service now. Even Call of Duty is live service. That wasn't a live service game back in the day. Skate wasn't live service. A lot of games now have to become live service because it keeps the content coming out. As long as people are buying a pass or they're buying bundles, it allows the developers to keep creating for the game, putting out more content, whether it's cosmetics or map stuff, you know. Like I said, you're not being forced or locked out of the game if you don't give them money. Tons of people play free-to-play games just fine without investing real money into it. It's just the people who do are often actual fans of whatever the game is, or they simply rather not spend money on full-priced games because they enjoy playing just this one game that they can invest their time into and grind. If you want different, go play different. If you wanted old skate but new, what is stopping you from just loading up the older game? I'm not playing skate as a competitive gamer. I'm playing skate as a fan of the series who enjoys a fun skateboarding experience that doesn't lock me to the board or ground so much. I personally cannot wait to parkour, climb buildings, skate with friends on a decent sized connected map that offers a more enjoyable and replayable experience than the other skateboarding games on the market that you also have to purchase, need I remind you. I played Pro Skater 3 and 4, fell off quick due to Pro Skater 4 not really playing like the original, sticking to its roots. I tried Session and Skater XL, but those just felt like filler games since Skate has been missing in action until recently. Since all I've seen is negativity about this game, I felt compelled as a fan of the series, and not someone looking for anything to pick apart like a journalist, but to make this video to let you know that the new free-to-play skate game will be great if you enjoyed playing Skate previously. It feels and plays like a new, inventive way to play a skate game. I wish there was more I could say or even show in the footage, but believe me, if you are a fan of skateboarding games and you played Skate previously, you don't want to miss when this game releases. Maybe I'll drop another Skate video when it releases of some sick and funny moments I capture after release. That's about it. I just want to talk about it a little bit. Stay safe, stay rad, y'all.